the #1 fishing port in America, New Bedford, Massachusetts. Welcome to the Paul Santos Live Show. Tonight's guests are amazing singer Kyla Jay. Yes, I love her. President of the LGBTQ Plus Network, Andrew Pollock.
Andrew!
Hilarious comedian Aaron Leidecker. Plus, we've got the PSL band, Gary Langevin and Artie DeMello.
Thank you, Allison. Thanks, everybody.
And me, I'm Allison Dyan. Hello, and thank you for watching. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of our show, Paul Santos.
Hey there, welcome to the Paul Santos Live Show. Are you in a good mood tonight?
Yeah! Come on, y'all!
Wow, there's something in the air tonight.
Sure is, babe.
Hey, Gary and Artie, how you doing?
Doing great. Good to see you, Paul.
Good to see you, and look over here, the comedy director. How you doing tonight?
I'm great.
Allison Dyan, good mood tonight?
Absolutely. I'm always in a good mood here.
You seem so bubbly tonight. I'm glad to see that.
That's because I'm here.
Happens every week. Hey, we're glad to have you looking in here. We are live at Mikey B's like we are every Monday night for the Paul Santos Live television show. And we highlight the talented, the interesting, and the entertaining from our area. What a lineup we have tonight. But first, it's part of the format. We have to keep it in there. It's the opening remarks. It's getting caught up in the news. What do you think?
We got to do it.
Got to do it. It's in the format. You know, we have to do it. Hey, you know who's here tonight? My real good friend, Mr. Johnny Jay. Let's hear it for Johnny Jay.
Baby, Big Daddy Johnny.
Well, I got some news about Johnny Jay. Johnny Jay and his lovely wife, Debbie, just celebrated their 30th wedding anniversary. Can you believe that?
Congratulations.
Anniversary to you.
Well, you know, it's really interesting because I understand sometimes when Debbie is talking that John doesn't really hear her a lot of the time, you know. This kind of happens, you know. Any wives out there, has that happened? Sometimes, you know, the husband doesn't quite get it, you know.
What?
But it's not really John's fault. You know, John explained it to me yesterday. He has limited brain power. Sometimes he's on battery power saver.
What did you just say?
Plug it in. My brain died.
Can't find the plug.
Hey, you know, I shouldn't be talking. You know, I really shouldn't be talking.
Certainly should not.
Because one day, I've been married a long time too, even longer than that. One day I came home and my wife said, "Hey, great to see you, Paul. Welcome home." You know.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Well, I was trying to soften it up before we get to the good part. No, I walked in the door and my wife said, "Hey, Paul, what do you think of these new curtains?" I said, "Oh, they look great." She goes, "Yeah, they're over here."
Typical.
Just can't win, you know what I mean?
No,
A married guy, you're not married, you know?
No.
And you've never been married.
And I've never been
And you
married.
want to keep it that way.
Technically I have, but not really.
Not really. Okay.
Not for love.
Hey, you've heard of... I think I'm going to end the questioning right there.
Oh, good
No
idea.
further questions, Your Honor.
That's right.
Hey, you ever go to McDonald's once in a while?
Oh, yeah, I love McDonald's.
Yeah, you know, we used to go to Mickey D's once in a while in a pinch, you know? Well, apparently McDonald's is trying to get, you know, into 2024, you know what I mean? And when they give their Happy Meal, the Happy Meal now gives an option of getting the sad sticky face instead of the happy sticky face. Did you see that?
I love that.
Can you imagine? You know, so I said, all right. So I happened to go to McDonald's the other day.
You definitely
And I drove through the drive-thru. And I rolled down the window and I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to get a Happy Meal. But I really don't want that happy face sticky thing. I don't want that. She goes, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want sad? I said, well, what do you got for horny?
Oh, gross. People are eating, Paul. People are eating. That is so gross. And I'm sorry that he said that. I will. Well, that's right.
Is my wife still here? All right, never mind.
No, she's in my car. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I got to go to Fall River. Can you give me a flip 'em off sticker?
Now that's good.
We can use that one on the Braga
Definitely.
Bridge. Hey! Hey, so I'm watching TV the other day. I'm going to try to get out of this. Watching TV the other day. I can't get out of it.
Yeah, nice try.
That's the first time Lila's ever been here. And
I know
she's
that.
heckling me.
Thank you. You're welcome,
that's all right.
Paul.
That's
You're
all right.
welcome.
Hey, she's filling a seat.
I know she is.
No cover charge. You get in here. Hey, I'm watching TV, and there's this beautiful model on TV. You ever heard of this beautiful model? This beautiful model, her name is Bella Haddad.
It's
Oh,
what?
Bella Hadid.
Oh, Bella Hadid.
Is that
Okay.
how you pronounce it?
Yeah, but she was making me Haddad. Hey!
What? Oh, man, there's children here, sir. Upper right corner, 2 o'clock.
You
Paul.
should
2
check out her
o'clock.
sister.
No. Let me get to the one I wrote over here. I'm hunched
Please
over.
do.
I'm hunched over the computer trying to write this stuff every week. For God's sake, what'd you say was Bella Hadid?
Yeah, her sister Gigi Hadid is a
Oh,
model too.
Gigi. Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Ow.
But anyway, Bella had this stunning dress on, I mean, it was a really stunning dress. In fact, it had one of those like plunging necklines, a real plunging halter top. I'm trying to remember like what show she was on. What award show maybe? Oh, wait a minute, I remember now. She was at the Cannes Film Festival.
That was very, very...
Hey, look, the professional comic is laughing.
We're all professionals here.
All I know is I remembered it, not for that reason. I know we got, a dirty mind crowd over here tonight, but I wasn't thinking it because it was the Cannes Film Festival. I remembered it because I watched this right after the eclipse. I thought I was getting double vision.
What? Do we need an exclamation?
Maybe I should have ended it before. I should have stopped with the first joke, Well, anyway, let's...
Oh my gosh, that's your table, man. That's your personal table.
Hey, I'm encouraging an interactive audience over here. No, wait a minute. Hey, Allison.
Yes.
I've got a joke right here. This is the joke in bad taste.
I love those.
Don't
They're
you
my
love the joke in bad?
favorite.
There hasn't been a tasty one all night, buddy.
I know the other ones are a little shaky, but this one's in bad. Do you want to hear it?
Absolutely.
You want to hear the joke in bad taste?
Yes.
All right, let me just give it a shot. A dairy worker in Texas got the bird flu. Now, it's rare for a human to get the bird flu, but it does happen. You don't have to be a bird to get the bird flu. In fact, I knew a guy in high school who got the bird flu, but no one really cared, because he was a woodpecker head.
I think you should have the bird flown to you, bro. I'm still trying to figure that out, Paul.
As you can tell, I stopped at Gary's on the way over here.
Yeah.
That joke has flown the coop.
That's right.
Hey, we're on ABC 6 in Providence. Can we hear it for ABC 6 in
All right,
Providence?
ABC 6, and we thank them. We thank them, Paul, for all they do.
Stay tuned for the Catholic Mass right after this.
That's right.
Where you can pray for
Anyway,
us.
in Providence, they have a restaurant/mingling club called the Hot Club. You ever heard of this place, the Hot Club? It's been open for years, and it's a place where you can meet and mingle. Well, I know a guy who went to the Hot Club. You know that? He wanted to go to the Hot Club to meet somebody? Got the cold shoulder.
Oh. You should have taken a good, hard look at it, Paul.
Well, you know what? I'll just talk about the Hot Club in Providence. That's a place where Artie met one of his ex-girlfriends.
Which one?
Yeah, Artie. Yeah, she was a flight attendant. Her name was Penelope Propeller. Artie was a big stud, but even he couldn't catch up with her. Every day it was like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, right. It smelled like...
I was in kind of a weird mood this week,
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on here I cut out before, and then I went, the hell with it. I'll just throw what I'm thinking. Let's throw it up there.
Yeah, that's
After
what
watching,
Ann- what
after
Ann
watching
did.
the Tom Brady roast, this is like a Sesame Street monologue
I
here.
think that's what Ann did after your honeymoon. She's like, what did I just do? It sounded good at first.
When we got married, right? It's a true story. My wife was on the steps
How
of the
long
church.
have you been married now, officially?
36, is it?
Oh, my God.
36?
See?
Yeah, 36.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. So they made it 36 and a half years. Congratulations, you guys.
Hey, my wife was on the steps of the church, and a car of dudes pulled up. And they rolled down the window and started yelling at my wife, "Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!"
Nice. Well, they saw she had a switchblade behind her. Don't.
Those lousy. They wanted her to go with them. Those lousy rotten.
Yeah, well, he must have been chewing on or something.
Well, anyway, I know we can find some humor. How about the city of Fall River?
Always.
You ever go to Fall River?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Fall River is going to have a trolley. You know, like they have in San Francisco, that trolley going around. Well, I'm thinking to myself, while waiting for the South Coast Rail, can we get to Boston on that thing? All right. You know how sometimes you don't want to overstay your welcome, you know?
Yes, I'm like every week.
Yeah. So you kind of like, you know, when you get to the point, you know when to cut it off.
There's a
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've now reached the point in the show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready to, speaking of sad face,
Just speaking of
are you ready to make sad face? I'm now going to give you the final joke of the night.
Oh, the final joke. Finally.
Did you make sad face over there? You made sad face.
The final joke.
Did you say finally at the end of that?
Kinda.
All right, that's okay. All right. Let's, hey, you know what happened? And this is a true story, too. All this stuff in here is true stuff.
Yes,
I didn't
okay.
make it up. This is all
Always.
headlines, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elvis's granddaughter filed suit to stop the foreclosure sale of Graceland. Imagine that. Wow, I never thought I'd see Graceland become Heartbreak Hotel. When asked why they are foreclosing now, the bank said, well, it's now or never. Hey! Elvis's granddaughter said, hey, don't be cruel. Ah! After all, I'm all shook up. Ah! The bank said, quiet, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Ah! And
How
then
do you
the-
want your hamburgers? I love your
then the,
tenders.
sheriff, then the sheriff served the papers. He went, here, take the papers. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Elvis's granddaughter said, can I go inside Graceland and save anything? He goes, yeah, how about those blue suede stilettos? Hey! All right, I think we have a professional comedian here tonight. What, I got like one. I think I got 1 out of 7, something like that.
I hope so.
All right, we have a great show.
Yeah, he laughed the whole time.
Yeah, the professional comedian was falling on the floor.
Right?
Professional comedian was laughing so hard he couldn't breathe. You see
Yeah,
that?
I saw it. Was a great
Too bad we didn't have a
monologue.
camera on that guy. All right, anyway, we have a great show for you tonight. First of all, I'd like to thank our sponsors. How about this place that actually lets us come every week? You know, Mikey B's.
Bees. 989 Victoria Street, North.
All right, how about Attorney John C.? Thanks, John. Cisco, New Bedford, Steve Silverstein. Kingsware, Rick Marrero.
What?
The president of Dying for Laughs, our own Allison Dyan.
Allison Dyan.
How about Doug Glassman at ServPro?
Serpro. Like
And last but not least, he hasn't pulled the plug on us yet, but I worry about this every week. From Bristol County Media, Mr. Aaron Kedju.
Paul, it sounds like that model that you were talking about on TV gave you 2 good reasons to pay attention to her. And secondly, South Coast Rail really needs to come down to Fall River because they need the tourism for the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast. People are just dying to get in there.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Now, not last but not least,
I wasn't sure I was going to get back up here. I thought he was going to do a 10-minute monologue for a
it takes
second.
a little more every week.
Every week. All right, we have a great show. We have Kyla Jay is in the house tonight. We have Andrew Pollock is in the house from the LGBTQ plus network, and Aaron Leidecker, the comedian, is here. Hey, it's the Paul Santos live show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about saying hello to these guys? Sometimes they're a little edgy, you know, but they're really good guys. Gary Artie, the PSO band. There they are. Those guys are awesome right there. Gary Artie, the PSL Band, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Paul.
All right, I just wanted to mention, thank you so much for coming out here to Mikey B's tonight. And for those that are watching here tonight, I did want to mention, it is Memorial Day. So we like to talk about how, hey, it's the first weekend of summer. It's the unofficial beginning to the summer. And it certainly is. We had a beautiful weekend. But we have to remember the reason for the holiday, Memorial Day. And we want to thank all of those who not only served in the armed forces, but all of those who have passed before us. Let's give it a little thought and hear it. And let's hear it for them, okay?
Absolutely.
My dad was a veteran, He always used to say, you happy with your freedom? Thank a veteran. So thank you to the veterans. All right, we have a great first guest here tonight. We always like to have a singer, we have a comedian. That's why we call it a variety show,
That's absolutely.
And then we have that great band over there. Like, you wouldn't be able to do the whole thing without the band. Oh, Artie, I didn't know you could swivel the hips like that. Gary, I think, can do a little of that.
I can do a little of everything.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was great last week. Well, anyway, we have a great singer here. She's been on the show before. We love her. She's very talented. Would you please put your hands together for the one and only Kyla Jay? Kyla, you got a guitar, all right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We doing it over here.
See, I was trying to help you out, and I made it too low. See that? I'm used to Allison's height.
I'm taller than you think I am. So this is a song that I'm sure most of you know, and if you'd like to sing along, clap along, feel free. This one's called The Middle. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Hey, you know they're all the same. You know you're doing better on your own. So don't buy it. Live right now. And just be yourself. It doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. Come on. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just do your best. Do everything you can. And doesn't matter what the bitter hearts are gonna say. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright, alright. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
Hey, all right.
Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, Kyla, come on over. You can hand the guitar right over to our stage manager and grab a seat over here. I know you wanted to chat with us over here. Do you want to come over to the chair?
Of course.
Oh, you can bring that microphone with you and grab a seat right over here. Let's hear it again for Kyla Jay. Wasn't that great? Got a lot of fans out here in the audience. You know, I was watching tonight here, one of our fans, Andrea Ryan from London, England, looking in tonight. Hey, Andrea.
Andrea, thank you for watching.
Deb Remus looking in, and Michael Consaccio, the con man, says she's really good, and I can tell she loves to entertain. All right, so some positive comments tonight for Kyla.
Thank you so much. I do love to entertain.
So
It's one of my favorite things to do.
I can tell. So welcome back to the Paul Santos live show. It's nice to have you back again. How's everything going with you? It seems like you're doing a lot more gigs. You're traveling around a lot more. I think this is fantastic with your music.
I definitely am. I really have been doing a lot of gigs. Last year, I was able to perform for the first time at the Westport South Coast Harvest Festival in lovely Westport, Mass. My hometown. Shout out to Westport, Mass.
Hey!
So I was able to perform there. I did many charitable events at some local venues. For example, the Wish Come True at the Holy Ghost Club. I do that every year. I sing the national anthem and Amazing Grace to kick off that event each year. I also was able to perform at the We Love Children 40th Anniversary Gala over in Westport at White's of Westport. It's a lovely organization in Fall River, Mass. who helps children in need. Definitely check them out and consider helping them out because they are great, and I've done a lot with them. And I've also done just many hired gigs that, you know, people hire me to do, like parties and different events and stuff locally. I say local.
That's great.
Yeah, so I do lots of gigs. I love to perform. That's my happy place on stage. I love to sing, perform. I play piano, and I've added the guitar into my, you know, my musical
repertoire.
Yeah, my repertoire, exactly.
So, you know, when did you start all this? Did you start all this as a kid?
Yes, I was singing since I was like, you know, 2. I was singing full songs before I could speak a full sentence. My first song was Need You Now by Leidecker. I sang that.
Wow, that's nice.
And I started playing piano around 2019. So about 5 years ago, I started piano.
All right, so let's get this straight. You sing, you play the piano, obviously vocalist, and you play the guitar.
Yes,
So do you take lessons for any of this stuff?
I do every week.
Yeah?
I go every Saturday, and I go to this lovely little music store in Westport, Mass. Shout out to Double Bar Music.
Oh, yes, I know them. Yep, they put on shows. Let's hear it for Double Bar.
Yes. Kelsey Jacobson,
Yep.
lovely woman.
I met her, yep. Interviewed her one time, as a matter of fact. Nice person, very nice.
She's really nice. She's
Yeah.
great.
So let me talk a little bit. Somebody pointed out here, you can tell you're an entertainer. Shout out to Maggie Viveros looking in tonight. But you are an entertainer because some people just kind of play music, then they go to the next song, and they go to the next song, and it's harder for them to let their personality show. But your personality comes bubbling through. How do you let all that happen?
It's just how I am. Just how I am.
You
and
fit right in here, you know. We're a little goofy over here. Did you notice that?
I definitely noticed that.
Did you listen intently to the monologue there?
Yes.
Was it? Oh, what did you think of it?
It was very funny.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tell that lady sitting third from the left over there. No. You know, every once in a while, my wife will say something funny, and she has the funniest stuff, I have to tell you. Because if you're married, you can't help but to zing each other a little bit. So that does happen. But yeah, we like to goof around a little bit, you know.
Relationship dynamics are always what makes the best in relationships.
Right, right. So your sense of humor, what is your sense of humor? How would you describe your sense of humor?
Well,
Because I consider myself offbeat sense of humor, you know what I mean?
I'm not really sure how to describe my sense of humor. Sometimes I have a hard time like defining something as like a joke or sarcasm because sometimes it's hard to see like my facial expressions and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I'm able to tell most of the time. I would say I try to be funny, but sometimes it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I know exactly how that works. But when you're...
Thank you so much for sharing.
So when you're doing your gig, right, do you joke around with the crowd in between, or you just kind of stay with the music?
Oh no, I'm a crowd banter person.
Okay.
I do a lot of interaction with the crowd. You know, you saw when I did the middle, I tried to get the crowd to clap along, sing along, and
Okay.
sometimes I try to make a little joke here and there. Like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Just throw it out there.
Sometimes it just goes like right over their heads.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, right. I know exactly
It
how
happens.
you feel. Well, anyway, so you travel around and do gigs and stuff like that. Do you write it all at this point, or are you still just performing covers at the moment?
No, I've been working on some writing. Yeah.
Nice. Gee, that's nice. That's nice. Now, you talked about playing the keyboard.
Yes.
Would you like to do a song on the keyboard for us tonight?
Absolutely.
All right, you see this guy right here?
Oh yes.
He's the director of music. He's going to escort you over to the keyboard, because he that's his keyboard. He gets a little touchy. Like he doesn't just let anybody go on that keyboard. I bumped into the keyboard one day. I thought he was going to kill me. You know, you got to go over there very carefully.
Pay attention to your surroundings.
All right, take a walk over there. Go ahead. You can put it. Maybe you can put it up there. All right, Kyla's on her way, and while she's doing that, Paul Sear is saying hello today. She says, "How was your day at Cathedral Camp?" Actually, I didn't go to the Cathedral Camp today, but we did go to the Lakeside Family Festival over the weekend, which was a lot of fun. My friend Sharon Jensen had lined up the entertainment. She did a great job. We saw our old friends Amuter up there, who used to be our house band here on the show. So thank you very much for chiming in here tonight. And let's see, who else is on here tonight? Carrie Foster. Thank you so much for looking in on the Paul Santos live show. Ah, look at that. She looks as comfortable behind the keyboard as she does with the guitar in her hand. All right. Now, can you, maybe while you're getting set up over there, we'll ask her when we get a little bit closer. What song are you going to do for us on the keyboard tonight? What's the name of the song? Is that microphone dead?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Just taking me a while over here. This stand's being a little bit pesky.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Hey, Gary, you almost poked her eye out, for Christ's sake. What's the matter with you? Gary's medicine isn't kicking in yet. All right. Okay. Now, what's the name of the song?
It's. I'm a little bit shorter than you think I am when I'm sitting down.
I know these are tough questions and everything.
Tough questions. Nothing's tough for me.
What's the name of the song?
The name of the song is "I'll Rise Above."
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kyla Jay.
Feel like I'm stuck in an empty room. I can't get away, I try to make space. So many voices telling me just what to do. Everyone knows better than me, it seems. You can try and put me down, but I'll rise above. No one is better than the other. We're all the same. I can't take this anymore. I'll just stay quiet and think for now. Searching for answers like a worn out map, and I keep falling down everywhere I go. Spinning in circles, I can't escape this trap. Feeling so helpless, it's too much to know. You can try and put me down, but I'll rise above. No one is better than the other. We're all the same. I can't take this anymore. I'll just stay quiet and think for now. Feeling like I'm losing, but I'm not giving up. I'll take and try and put me down, but this will never happen again. No one is better than the other if we meet them with kindness and love. So I'll put a smile right on my face and I'll just rise above.
All right, thank you very much, Kyla Jay. All right. All right, thank you very much for being on the Paul Santos Live Show. Let's hear it again for Kyla. What a great job. What a great job. Okay, up here on our stage is a familiar face. Here every single week, the director of comedy. Put your hands together for Allison Dyan.
Ready?
We're putting Gary to work today. You see that?
I know.
Gar-
Gary's the best, though.
Gary's the best. You know, whatever
love
you
him.
ask him to do, he does it. You know, he's always right there. Thank you very much, Gary.
Thank you.
All right, so what's going on with you?
So last
Uh-oh.
night, one of my neighbors came over for a little drinking.
Oh, no, not that again.
She's a wine drinker, and I'm a wine drinker.
Oh.
Any of you guys wine drinkers? Right?
They just don't want to admit it.
She's a little snobby about her wine. I'm not. I will drink any wine. I don't care. She's a little snobby about it, though. So I had a box of wine. And she's like, ugh, how can you drink that? It came out of a box. I said, well, so did you.
Oh, that's gross.
Right? I know. I know.
So gross.
Hence why I shouldn't be drinking the wine out of the box.
So how was it? Did it taste good? Hey!
Oh, so gross.
It tasted wonderful. Are you talking about the wine or the other box?
I don't know. Look at me. I already know what the other box is. I'm good.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to be doing a lot of editing, especially my own stuff. That's bad when you actually have to edit your own stuff out. You know.
I mean, Gary's anti-box. I don't know what to say.
No, I am all about the box.
Okay.
I'm all about the box. Bottle and box equally.
Okay.
Yes. There's
Nice.
not one better than the other.
I agree.
Thank you.
I
All
agree.
right,
We
hey.
can drink together.
That's we definitely could drink together.
We could definitely drink together.
Oh no, the cat noises again.
Do you mean you don't think this is going to make it to ABC?
No, that'll make it. That'll make it. That's nothing.
I
Did you see
was
the
really
Tom Brady?
hard on that joke.
Did you see the Tom Brady roast? This is nothing. This is nothing.
No, this is nothing. That was Netflix, though.
That's true. Hey, how come he always makes that cat sound? Can I hear that cat sound again?
I'm sorry.
Oh, wow, it's pretty
So
good.
good at that.
Is that doing anything for you? Oh, wow. Ooh. Stop, please, stop.
Has anybody seen the movie Private Parts, the Howard Stern
I
movie?
was just thinking
Yeah,
about
a long
those
time
two.
ago.
Okay, that reminds me of a very specific scene. Go home, watch that movie
Oh,
later.
that's right. I actually read the book. It's a lot better than the movie. I'll tell you that.
Always, right?
Definitely.
Always.
All right. Well, we have a comedian backstage all this time.
Yeah.
Did you give him the backstage pass?
Make
I
sure
gave
he's-
him a backstage pass.
Make sure
He's
he's still awake.
chilling in the green room
Nice.
with
Yeah.
the Wizard of Oz that we got back there.
Make
Yeah,
sure he hasn't
waitresses
fallen
back
asleep.
there, you know.
That's right.
it's-
Make sure he hasn't fallen asleep because it's been a while. You guys have been introducing him
I
to like
know,
20
I
times.
know.
Jesus Christ.
No, he's professional.
How could he
didn't
fall asleep during
asleep.
this, top-notch entertainment here?
He's going to be making fun of us. We got to give him something to use, right?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a great comic. Say hello to Aaron Leidecker.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's everyone doing tonight? Amazing. A little bit about me. I recently lost 25 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Even more recently, I did gain 30. Yeah. I'm trying, though. This morning, I went out and I ran 3 miles. Yeah, it was the longest 2 hours of my life. So we gonna, how you say, not do that again. I am trying to get in shape, though. I've tried this workout called Insanity. Yeah, if you don't know what it is, I'll tell you. It's a DVD workout that boasts 60 days. No gym, no weights, no problem. Yeah. 5 minutes in, big problems, okay? Like, these workouts are insane. Push-up lunges, jumping jack, push-ups, like, I can't even name them. Like, I'm trying to just go down a few pounds. I'm not trying to join the Navy SEALs, okay? It doesn't matter how much weight I'll lose, though, because I have what they call body dysmorphia. You guys know what body dysmorphia is? I'll tell you that. You guys are learning a lot tonight, all right? Body dysmorphia is when you look in the mirror and all of it, you have, like, you perceive things on your body as imperfection. Yeah. I'll give you an example of what it would be like. Have you ever accidentally opened up your phone camera to your face? It's like, how you feel in that moment is how I feel all the time. All right? I know when it happened too. I know the exact moment my body dysmorphia kicked in. It was 1988. I was in line for Santa Claus. And it was a stuttering Santa. You never forget the stuttering Santas, right? Christmas, right? So I get in line. My sister sits on his lap. I go to his lap. He goes, "Whoa, you're a little meatball." Yeah. Have you ever been mocked by Kris Kringle? All right? I was fat shamed by a strip mall St. Nick. Okay? I go back to school after the holiday. "Oh, Aaro, what is Santa Claus bringing this year?" Trauma. Okay? Yeah. And it's going to last a lot longer than little Joey's big wheel. All right? I got a buddy who lost a lot of weight. He lost about 10 pounds, and I know this not by looking at him, but because he doesn't shut up about it, right? He's one of these people that loses like 5-10 pounds and all of a sudden tries to become this fitness guru. Like, they're on the internet like, I didn't just lose the weight. I lost the anger. I lost the frustrations. You know what I lost? Any interest in hanging out with you, okay? You can't go from Baskin Robbins to Tony Robbins because you stopped slamming M&Ms at every red light, all right? Oh, man. He's like, I feel like he's saying, like, "You're more fun fat, Frederick," all right? Like, he's like, "Oh, if you don't want to lose the weight, if you don't want to exercise to lose the weight, and you don't want to eat right, just do what I did. Just do a cleanse." I said, "What's the cleanse?" He's like, "Well, it's a shake a day for a month. At the end of the month, 50 pounds, clears you right out." I said, "How much is this?" He says, $500. $500? He says it to me with a straight face as if he doesn't know I'm lactose intolerant. All right? If I want to be cleared out, just give me a cup of milk. All right? In 2 days, I'll be so cleared out, my rear end will be whistling Hakuna Matata while I'm walking my dogs. All right? Walking my dogs is the only exercise I get. I am a dog person. Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm part dog, even though that would explain why I have to lift my leg to pee. I have 4 dogs. They're all seniors, they're all Shih Tzus, and they're all rescues. I would tell you their names, but then you know all of my internet passwords. I'll tell you, I do like dogs more than human beings, and I'll tell you how I know this. Because there are things we would do for our animals that we wouldn't do for even our closest relatives, right? One of my dogs has no bottom. He doesn't have any. He can't work his bottom leg, so I have to control his bladder for him. I have to take him outside 3 times a day and squeeze his bladder so he pees. Okay? No human being alive would I do that for. All right? Grandma Connie suddenly needs help to pee. She's going to go to a nice facility with other grandmas who need help to pee, and they can live happily ever after, okay? He also goes number 2 on the rug because he can't help it. That's okay. I pick it up, I clean it up. He's a good boy. Uncle Al suddenly's crapping on the floor. He's getting put down. Okay? I do love my dog though because they're all clairvoyant. They can tell if you're sick. They can tell if you're anxious. They can even tell if you have cancer. They can tell by their nose and their tongue, which is why I think it's so insane that the hardest question we ever give them is, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" I said it to my dog. He's looking like, "Yeah, you might want to get that skin tag checked out, meatball." Guys, I'm Aaron Leidecker. Thank you very much.
Hey, Aaron, great job. Thank you very much for joining us here on the show.
Thank you very much for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. So now, like many people, you have the day job and the night job, right? So
Yes, I do.
What is your day job?
I work for a company with adults with disabilities, and we just go out and focus on their goals. And,
Nice.
you know, a lot of fun. A lot of bowling. It's a lot of bowling.
A lot of bowling?
Yes.
No kidding. Have you gotten good at it?
Yeah, I get about a 175.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bowling is weird for me. I'll get like a 175 one game. Next game I'll get like a 62.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how to. I don't know.
It's a frustrating
Yeah.
game. And the comedy, when did you start this?
This June it'll be 5 years.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, so you started what, in your 30s, I guess I would say?
No, I have 40. Yeah. I started when I was 40.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. That's something that people don't generally do, like, in the middle of life like that, you know?
It's just something I've wanted to do forever, and it was like itching, and like it got to the point where I was watching. I couldn't even watch stand-up comedy anymore because I would get mad that I wasn't doing it.
Oh, right,
You know.
right.
And my buddy had a bar, and he's like, "Oh, just come on, do the open mic." And I was like, "Okay, cool." But it wasn't a comedy open mic, so he didn't know how to run it. So he didn't give me the light, so I just rambled for 20 minutes. You know.
Well, you know, you were talking about some interesting real-life stuff, and one of them was, you know, when you look at your body without any clothes on, you get out of the shower or something like that, and you can find some imperfections, you know?
Yeah.
So the other day I was coming out of the shower, and the towel dropped down, and I was kind of looking from the front. I'm like, all right, that's not so bad. But then I turned sideways.
Side view. No. Anytime anyone's trying to film me, anytime someone's trying to film me or take pictures, if they're on the side, I don't even bother looking at them. I look like I'm like hiding a midget in there. You know?
Well, I always go like, well, you want to take a picture? Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Okay, and I take a picture. So what's in your future now?
Say that again?
What's in your future? You have like gigs lined up and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. If anyone's watching here from Rhode Island, I'm at the Pump House on June 13th with
right.
Poppy Champlin. On June 16th, I'm at the Comedy Connection.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, it's a lot. Those shows are a lot of fun. Comedy Connection is one of the. It's probably the pinnacle comedy club.
100%.
Oh, well, easily.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming down tonight. Great set.
Thank you.
Glad to have you with us. Aaron Leidecker.
Thank you very much, Paul Santos.
All right, stand by. We have Andrew Pollock up next. Don't go anywhere.
All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna use them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part, once was my heart. So why not take all of, so why not take all of, why not take all of me?
Oh, yeah. The PSL band. All right. Shout out to Roger Brightman, usually in our studio audience, watching from home tonight. Thank you for looking in. Greg Soroyce, thank you very much for watching the Paul Santos live show. Okay, we have Pride Month coming up in the month of June, and we always like to have this person come on as our special guest. So it's become like a regular thing. So put your hands together for the president of the LGBTQ Plus Network, Mr. Andrew Pollock. Wow, great to see you, Andrew. What's going on?
Great to be here, Paul.
This has
Does this work?
become like a regular thing, you know?
Yeah, well, thanks for remembering that I was on here before. I know it was hard for you the last time to remember that I'd been on.
Why is that?
I don't know. You must not. I don't know. What would be the reason? But anyway, I'm glad to be here. Pride is coming up, Paul. It's
Yeah.
Pride Eve.
Yeah, Pride Eve right now because next month is Pride Month.
Yeah, in a few days. Are you ready for Gay Santa, Paul? He's going to come down your chimney and probably do something like your hair or.
Oh!
Could be a whole new experience for you. Have you been naughty or have you been nice?
No, I think I've been okay.
All right. In between the naughty and the nice? Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a
Being naughty
bumpy
is
road,
nice.
you know, bumpy
All right,
road.
cool.
What about you?
Oh, I'm always nice, even if I'm naughty. I guess it would be the thing. But I have to say, we have a lot of things coming on for Pride.
Right.
We have an opening night fundraiser, big celebration in Fall River at the Eagle. It's Friday night at 7. We have a flag raising, not a fag raising, but a flag raising going on, sorry, at the City Hall. And then Pride in New Bedford at Buttonwood Park on Saturday the 1st.
All right, sounds great. Yeah, sounds a
And
lot of good
another
festivities coming up.
festivity in Taunton on the 8th, and that will be at Hopewell Park.
Gee, that's great, that's great.
Lots of stuff going on.
So, you know, we just celebrated in the state of Massachusetts 20 years since the approval of gay marriage. So let's hear it for that.
Yay! Yeah, we fought for it, folks.
And you got married pretty much right after that, right?
Yeah, I had to. It was a shotgun marriage, Paul. So, you know, it came down to it. Actually, my husband was in the military.
Yeah.
He had to leave the military to get married. He was the first in the country to leave the military because it was a violation of Don't Ask, Don't Tell back then.
Right.
So, but I had to be covered by his insurance, and his employer said it's fine to be covered until marriage became legal.
Right.
Until marriage became legal, we had 6 months to get married, so we had to.
And so you've been married for 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah, how about that?
Yay.
Wow. Oh, we got a long list of marriages here tonight. Myself, 36. My friend John and Debbie, 30. You're 20.
20.
Wow, it's how many? 33? 33.
You've been married 33?
No, my friend John is 33.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah,
forgot how many years.
1991. No.
All right.
Yeah, oh, God, I don't want to mess that up. So that's really good. You know, like a lot of times, you know, unfortunately, a lot of marriages aren't successful, but you're having a successful marriage.
Yeah, seems like it's going fine. I mean, I just tell him he's right all the time, and it works fabulously.
I mean, do you have arguments like, you know, heterosexual couples? I mean, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
What a dumb question that was.
Dumb
wasn't it?
question.
What kind of a stupid question was that?
Do you guys breathe the same
that,
oxygen?
was that an offensive question? That was stupid, wasn't it?
No. It's people are people. We have the wonderful dynamics that everyone else has as well. So
Right.
it's a lovely relationship. I'm a very fortunate fellow.
Right. You know, you like to joke around a little bit.
Oh, of course.
The last time you were on the show, you were talking about when I had the female bodybuilder. And I'm
Oh,
glad you
my
actually
God.
watched that night, you know?
I did. I thought.
I think
oh.
Grace was here that night.
Do you guys remember it? Poor Paul. I think he was sweating and drooling so much that there was like he needed to change his clothes. But no, she was fabulous, and he was looking at her like the Catholic priest was looking at the choir boy.
Oh!
Ow.
Just drooling. It was amazing. So she was posing and had her little tank top on, and Paul was staring at her, and she said, "Paul, would you want to touch my muscle?" So then I texted him, "Do you want to touch my muscle, Paul?"
That's true, he did.
And he never touched me back. So I don't know. Maybe it was me. I don't know.
I'm sorry, did I ghost you?
Apparently, it's fine. But I'm here now, so it's great.
All right.
But
Hey,
yeah,
I got to tell you, you heard that monologue before? A lot of times I'm trying to decide what to put in the monologue. So basically the monologue's supposed to be, hey, you look back at the news that week, you look at the headlines, put a little twist on it like the late night shows. Well, I had a joke here and I wasn't sure about it, okay?
Uh-oh.
So let me run it by you. You know, they had an LGBTQIA pizza night at St. Peter's Church in Dartmouth. This is really true. And I was surprised because, some of the church groups aren't so progressive, and stuff like that. So here they had St. Peter's Church in Dartmouth, an LGBTQ, oh, I got them all, IA pizza night, you know what I mean? So I thought, oh my God, like, what could I do with that headline without being offensive? The heck with that, I don't want to touch down with a 10-foot pole. Hey!
Sorry, man.
I didn't.
Sorry, man.
I didn't get it.
I can't give you that one. Oh, that was. Oh, you were with that. That was a test run. That was fabulous,
test.
Paul.
Oh.
You thought that all by yourself?
You mean I should have kept it?
Yeah.
All right, anyway. So when does, like, you have a great sense of humor. George Takei, he was a gentleman, a big Star Trek fan. He
Yeah.
fought hard for gay rights and all this kind of stuff. But he also has a sense of humor. So what's the line between, goofing around and something being offensive?
Well, I think some of it is intent. I don't know, maybe it was kind of slow for me, but I think it's really the idea of what your intent is. If someone comes in and says something that is really intentionally to hurt and to diminish, then I don't like it. But if someone's joining in with the fun and trying to make it light and sort of joining, then you can go a long way with that. So.
Right. Well, I have an interesting question because, you see the world, a little bit different than I see the world. Like, for example, I was mentioning that supermodel that came on TV. So now I'm trying to figure out. So, like, let's say I see an attractive woman, let's say, like, I don't know, like in a bikini or something like that. And so I find that appealing to look at. You know what I mean? So so how does it look to you?
So what we say is...
I'm really trying to learn something
all right,
here.
well, here we go. So what gay guys say about straight guys is that, and women, work with me. What do gay guys look at? The hair, the earrings, the outfit, the shoes, the purse, the lipstick. Great. What do straight guys look at? Right breast, left breast, right breast, left breast. They're not talking. Always. Am I right?
What are you talking about? All right, suppose you saw like a physically fit gentleman on the beach. Does that look the same to you
Well,
as
that's
the
a
woman looks
different
to me?
Hell is going
No,
on
you
in
see,
this
I see
interview?
an attractive woman, you see an attractive man, same thing, right?
Yeah, it's the same idea, Paul. I wouldn't look at the breast, but I probably did the whole...
So what would you look at?
I look at his soul.
The whole package? Hey!
Yeah, no.
Soul.
Paul's digging two holes really deep right now. One with the LGBTQ community and one with his wife sitting right over there. Who can
Yeah,
figure this
that's my
out?
beautiful wife over there. Isn't she
She is
beautiful? She is
beautiful.
very beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful. Wait a minute. Don't be like sending the cat signals to my wife over here.
I mean, not over the air, you mean, right? It's okay but via cell phone, though, right?
Oh, I'm trying to learn something here. Okay, all right. So hey, just want to let you know I'm a proud donor to. No, when the LGBTQ community was building a house, and I decided that I would contribute because I believe in the LGBT. Yeah, so I let you know, even though I'm stumbling and fumbling over these questions, I am a supporter
Oh, you
of
definitely
all
are.
people.
I just want to know one thing. Do you guys use wood when you build your houses like we do? What the hell, man? Paul, you know that I love you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get into your...
I didn't expect this conversation to drift like it's been drifting,
It's been fine. I want to thank you, Paul, for
Yes.
all the support that you give the LGBT.
Right, absolutely. Hey,
That
thank
is
you
true.
so
That
much
did
for
get a
coming
round of
by and having
applause on
such a
that.
great sense of humor and all the success in Pride Month and really for the whole year.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Andrew Pollock, LGBTQ Plus Network. All right, yeah, we can put this right down. Hey, wait a minute. It's that time. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't got much time, but it's time. Crazy Casey! Crazy Casey was sitting out in the studio audience. Casey, you got about 3 minutes.
And if you keep screwing with me, you got about 2. Yeah, I need a theme song.
Right there, Big Daddy.
Give me that theme song.
Big Daddy Casey. Ah, yeah.
I'd like to sit down, but there's 2 reasons I won't. I'll be shorter than you, and I got hemorrhoids.
Both of those are gross.
By the way, I really loved what you were talking about, losing weight. About 15 years ago, I needed to lose weight, but I found a cheap, inexpensive way. I lost 7 pounds. I had a circumcision.
What is it? Gross? All night has been gross.
I always have a joke like that, so I make sure I'm not in an ABC 6.
Did you make sure that did the doctor
I can
save it for
guarantee
you?
you they're going to edit this.
Did you keep it though? Did he give it back to you?
And I want to tell you, you made my whole Memorial Day. Stop laughing. I woke up on Saturday morning, and I always listened to WBSM and Ken Pittman. The radio went on, and it was him. I don't know if I was going to get out of bed, and then all of a sudden I had a tremendous adrenaline attack. I realized he was at the station. That meant his wife was alone. And subsequent to that, we had a clandestine meeting at Walmart. We bought you some testosterone.
Gross.
I don't think you said that word right.
Testosterone. I thought that was an electric car.
Sounds like the weatherman for
Can you say that again?
86.
I like the way you say that.
Testosterone.
No, it's
You're gonna say it with like an Italiano, you know. But over the weekend, what excitement! Him on Saturday, him on Monday, and yesterday we had the 5th annual panty raid at Alden Court.
That's right. Everybody
Well,
on the floor.
Let me just. I have to prefix that. It's not anymore a panty raid. It's a depends raid. And it depends on who you find. It depends on what you want to touch.
That's gross.
It depends on how much you can smell.
Oh my God! Just when you thought it couldn't get any grosser.
And it depends on how good your movement is still, if you got bad hips and a low leg.
Oh my God!
I'll tell you what, after that, we exchanged depends with the guys, and you get to go back there and meet the woman of your life. Yeah, but it was a good time. Because you know what I love about it? After we get done, nobody remembers one damn thing of what we did.
That's correct.
Absolutely. Other than that, Paul, how you been doing?
Well, pretty good. I want to ask you a question. Remember how Mr. Leidecker, the comedian, he was talking about when he looks in the mirror, when he doesn't have any clothes on, does he see any imperfections? I'm just wondering if you saw any imperfections.
When I look in the mirror, I see Star Wars. I see Darth Vader without a sword. And I would...
Go ahead, go ahead.
Wait till you're my age. You'll see what you see. You know what? There's only so long you can live and cover up with suits and false statements. My mother always wanted me to be a doctor, and so did my father. Obviously, this is where I am right now. Okay. What a success! It's a good thing they are dead. But I tell you one thing: if I could have had one thing in life that I would have liked to be, it would be anything but you.
Oh, I was having a good
But-
time. You give me an uppercut like that?
But I love your wife.
I love you too.
I
Crazy
love your
Casey.
wife.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love you,
Mr.
and I want to just say this before we go. On Saturday morning, I did listen to Paul, and in all seriousness, he gave the most incredibly wonderful commemorative recollection of his father, a Korean War veteran, and today is damn right. Play it loud.
We're gonna sing it, baby.
Yeah, we'll sing it.
No.
Together.
I'll sing it. Okay. Oh, beautiful for heroes crew in liberation strife. That's right. Somebody take his level down. No, just kidding.
Purple
Who more than
now.
said thy country love? Close out.
Oh.
And mercy more than life. Come on, follow along, Big Daddy.
Here we go. America.
That's right, Mr. Casey.
America. God bring your grace.
His grace on thee. That's right. Mr. Casey, everybody.
And crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining
Casey, everybody. Oh my God.
sea.
Sing like they sang in school.
God bless America.
Oh,
God bless Paul Santos.
I know.
Thank you, Casey.
Oh, spacious sky.
Wow.
For those amber waves, waves of grain.
All right, I want to thank our guests. How about Kyla Jay? Thanks for coming on the show tonight. From the LGBTQ plus network, Andrew Pollock.
Majesty.
And hilarious comedian Aaron Leidecker. Our thanks to comedy director Allison Dyan. Randy Floor director. From Bristol County Media, Mr. Aaron Caju. And the PSL band. We'll see you back here next week for more of the Paul Santos Live Show. Monday night, 7 p.m. at Mikey B's.
God
Come on
shed
down
his
and
grace
spend the night with us.
on thee.
Don't forget to laugh. Have a great night, everybody.
Oh, and a crown not good with brotherhood from sea to shine and sea, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. America, America. God done shed His grace on thee. Oh, and a crown not good with sister and brotherhood from sea to shine and sea. Oh, I thank you, Lord, from sea to shine and sea. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Drive safe.